Hi everyone, this is Vishal from Team CLAT Prep, and today I have Anirudh Gupta with me, who secured an All India rank 18 in A-Late and All India rank 107 in CLAT 2026 exam. Don't be surprised, he is the twin brother of Aditya Gupta, who is All India rank 25 in A-Late and All India rank 305 in CLAT. So, by any chance, if you feel that are they both the same guy? No, these are twin brothers and highly intellectuals. So, Anirudh, what was the first reaction when you actually saw your results?
I was when I saw my A-Lit result, I was very surprised. I knew I had got decent marks. I got 135, so I was expecting around top 30 and 20. But it was a pleasant surprise to see AIR 18. CLAT, I was a little disappointed. I would say I thought I would get top 100 if I scored above 100 marks, but the cutoff was very high this year.
So you scored 102.5 in CLAT while your score in A-Late was 135. So 135, that means probably you did 12 questions wrong. What was the breakup of those wrong questions?
So in A-Lit, the English I found very easy. I just got one question wrong. The GK section was a bit tough, so I got 7 wrong there. And in the reasoning section, I got around 4 wrong. Most of them were critical reasoning questions. So
GK 7 questions wrong is coming a bit of kind of surprise to me, because I have known that both of you, in fact, both of your brothers, you have been competing in various quiz competitions, taking parts in various Olympiads, and then winning the Indian Navy quiz competition for the last 2 years. And then again, talking about the CLAT exam, let's say A-Lit exam, when you're saying that GK was a bit tougher for you, I would like to know the difference, basically, what was the level of difference of the questions when you talk about CLAT A-Lit as an exam, because majorly it focus on current affairs, and those questions which you fight in the quiz competitions and all.
So the GK that we get asked in quiz competitions is quite different from the one that they ask in the competitive exams, because in quiz competitions it's more about testing the amount of information you can recall, so they don't really ask in-depth questions. However, in CLAT and A-Lit, you need to study consistently every day. You need to go through newspapers. You need to make yourself aware about current affairs, because this is all knowledge-based. No amount of presence of mind or no amount of guesswork is going to help you in that paper, and not unless you have an estimate of the answer.
So then how did you actually tackle the GK section of the CLAT and A-Lit? What were the sources you followed actually?
I read the entire GK mantra. That was my main source. Apart from that, CLAT provides a comprehensive list of important topics. So I went through all of those. I also researched about them on my own a little bit. Apart from that, I read the Indian Express daily, so that helps. And obviously, there are also analysis of the Hindu on YouTube of CLAT prep, so I watched those as well.
How about the GK marathon session which you took for the GK preparation?
I attended 1 or 2 GK marathon sessions as well, so that really helped, because a lot of the important topics and some of them that appeared in CLAT as well were covered in those GK marathons. So that really helped a lot.
What was your order of preference when you actually wrote the CLAT mock papers?
I would usually solve quant first, because I usually get all of them correct. That just boosts my confidence. Then I'd start with English. Then I'd do GK because it's a bit of a breather. And then I'd move on to legal reasoning and critical reasoning, that are heavy passage-based questions.
So legal reasoning section also this time had a change, because in the CLAT exam usually we talk about the principal facts-based questions on the basis of the passage. There's some situation-based questions, but this time we had some legal GK questions as well. So how did you perform in that portion?
So that portion, the one that asks about some static GK and legal, I was not really... I got 2 or 3 wrong in that section. The passage-based ones I managed to answer quite well, however. I didn't really study that kind of GK that was required for this.
So that was the main reason of your score dropping to 102.5. Otherwise, probably we could have expected somewhere close to 108, 110, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me one thing. Every student has some strong areas, some weak areas. So when we talk about CLAT and A-Lit as an exam, because you have been a student of CLAT prep for 1 year, so I have known various aspects of you, but still I would like you to comment to the audience what was your strongest area, what was your weakest area, and how did you work on the weaker area?
So my strongest areas were obviously maths and reasoning, because I've been studying for IP Mat as well, and I've been giving Olympiads, and most of these competitive exams have analytical reasoning, they also have critical reasoning. So I've been practicing that a lot. And apart from that, I have maths as a subject, so really CLAT maths is not that hard for me. Apart from that, English, I would say I do pretty well in English because I've been reading since I was a kid, so my vocab is quite good, which are some of the most difficult questions are vocab based. But apart from that, my GK was my weakest area. So I really mostly focused on my GK and I worked a lot on my GK.
Okay, great. So, what message would you like to give to the students who are appearing for CLAT, who would be appearing for CLAT next year?
I would say be consistent with your practice. You can't crack CLAT by starting studying 1 or 2 months before. You need to read the newspaper every day. You need to keep yourself up to date on current affairs, and you need to keep solving mocks. You need to keep analyzing your strengths and your weaknesses. So you need to be consistent with your practice. That's what I would say.
When you say keep analyzing the mocks, what would you say? What is the right strategy to analyze the mocks?
So firstly, I would just go over the sections I got the most strong in and see what type of questions I'm getting stuck at. So I got quite a few wrong in critical reasoning initially. So then I would go and read those topics again, assumptions and inferences. I always got confused on those two. So it's best to analyze the type of questions you're getting wrong and keep practicing them.
Okay. So, thank you so much, Aditya, for being on. Anirudh, sorry. Thank you so much, Anirudh, for being on board with us. And I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you.